Hello everybody, welcome to Fishing Live. I'm joined today by a friend of mine, Susie Galloway, who's actually helping with the first ever FUCA commercial coaching day. We're at a venue not too far from Coventry called Lavender Hall, beautiful place. And Susie, I think it's going to be a great day, isn't it?
I hope so, and I hope the wind carries on blowing because it's going to be a scorcher as well.
It's going to be an absolute scorcher, and that's the theme, folks, for your weekly fishing forecast, which I'll bring you in a few minutes. But first, we're just trying to catch a carp because Susie's a bit of a silverfish ace. She's a brilliant canal angler, although you have just done well in the Tunnelbaum Farm Ladies National as well, Susie.
Yes, I did. I came 19th out of 50.
That's good, isn't it, for a first attempt on it, or one of your first attempts on a commercial match?
It's my third attempt, actually.
Third attempt on a commercial match. Yeah, it's a good result.
Thank you.
So, for those who don't know what we're doing today, Let's Fish is basically a scheme that takes place on canals up and down the country. You can book on if you have a look on the Canal and River Trust Angling Facebook page or the Canal and River Trust website. But what we're trying to do at FUCA is work with the team at Canal and River Trust to bring that onto commercial fisheries. And there are two more after today, one at Aston Park and one at Alders Farm you can book on. So have a look at that, folks. You'll see plenty more media over the weekend from our day here at Alders Farm. So have a look on Sunday. There'll be a Facebook post on with pictures and everything we've been up to. But in the meantime, Susie, we've got to bring these people a fishing forecast. And as you're heading out on the canal this weekend, and as I said, you're a bit of a canal expert, what do you think the fishing will be like on the canals this weekend?
I'm not actually on the canal.
You're not?
I'm at the housing estate Hampton in Peterborough.
Oh, okay. So what's that, a pond, is it?
They've got 3 ponds on the estate, and we fish the middle one or the first one.
And what kind of fish are in there then?
Rudd, tench, pike, perch, and that's it, I think.
So
roach and roach.
Natural venue fishing in many ways.
Yeah, it is. It is. The only problem is you catch fish often, and then the pike hear all the stress that the fish are going to when they're caught.
Yeah.
And then the pike start coming into your swim, and then it just all hell breaks loose if you hook into a pike.
Well, that's a very common problem on natural venues, isn't it?
Yeah.
Was that a bite then?
No, I was just taking it off.
Oh, he's laying it in again, right. So, I think canal fishing in general, oh, there's one there. In canal fishing generally, if you are heading out this weekend, it's going to be very sunny, very hot. I think there'll be a lot of boats about, which can make life problematic. So I tend to find when it's like that, I don't know about you, Susie, but the inside line can be very good because they're coloured up and you can actually get your bait in without it being disturbed.
Yeah, I normally fish the inside line, either left or right, because I normally use chopped worm.
Yeah.
And obviously, as the boats come and the fish part to the sides, there's a chance of catching a bonus perch.
Ah, yes, of course. There's always a chance for a bigger fish. If you want to go out and catch some bigger fish, folks, my advice on canals this weekend would be go in the evenings when all the boat traffic's died down. That would be the best bet. Commercial fishing, well, it could be tricky this weekend with those temperatures, folks. I think a lot of fish will be on the surface, so dobbing could be very good, or mugging as we like to call it. You've got to feature like an island or a margin fish to it. I think that's going to be absolutely key. And again, if you can go in the evening, A, it's a bit more pleasant for you, and B, I think you'll catch a bit more as well.
I'll try that. I've never gone in the evening, but I'll definitely take that tip on board and try it during the week.
I think this time of year, the fish naturally move in and feed. They have a bit more confidence. And if you're away from that bright sun, it has to be a bonus as well. So,
yeah, definitely.
Another thing, Susie, which we don't often talk about as anglers, but as a coach, I know you know a lot about, is staying safe in the sun because it is going to be hot and it's important that people look after themselves.
Yes, it is.
So you think, what, take lots of drinking water with you, suntan cream, a hat. That's probably the best 3 tips, isn't it, I'd say?
Yeah, I'll add on to that. A 4th tip for me is if you've got a towel, wet your towel and put it behind your neck and hang it over to the front.
Yeah.
Because that keeps your neck cool as well.
Good idea. Good idea. Finally, folks, the rivers. Now, those of you who've been keeping an eye on the news and the angling news, should I say, on Facebook, will probably see quite a few of the rivers have actually closed stretches over the last few days because of this hot weather. And that's to protect barbel and chub when the flows drop right down in certain rivers, so it's not safe to target them. So just be respectful of any closed stretches of river that's on there, and check if you're going to one of those fast sort of shallow beats where you might be encountering a bit that's closed. Other than that, it's going to be a lovely day to be out on the river. On the deeper stretches, there'll be plenty of small fish feeding. And even when it's warm, I know it's not typically ideal bream conditions, but they do tend to have a feed sometimes when it's really hot as well. So wherever you're heading this weekend, have a great one. Make sure you check out what we've been up to here at Lavender Hall on Sunday, when I'll be putting some pictures from the day up. And if you know anybody who wants to try fishing for the first time, send them our way. It's a Canal and River Trust Angling's Let's Fish programme. Thanks for watching, and thank you, Susie.
Thank you so much.